Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depend on where you're watching us from. Please subscribe to our channel if you haven't. Edwin Clarke says IPOB is dreaming if they think Southsouth will be part of Biafra. Could you imagine that? If you don't know Edwin Clarke, he's former Minister of Information and one of those that sit on top of the Niger Delta, he said the indigenous people of Biafra is dreaming if they think states in Southsouth will be included in the proposed Republic of Biafra. Edwin Clarke, well, I think Edwin Clarke should have waited for the time, and after a referendum, we'll be able to know. Because for now, it is just one man. He can't speak for the generality of Niger Delta. He's trying to say the way IPOB is going about it. Well, according to him, he said, how can Delta be part of Biafra? What way? Is Biafra older or bigger than Delta? That question is unnecessary. It's not about being older, it's about what people in that area believes. He went further to even say River State or Akwa Ibom become part of Biafra. And he said IPOB is dreaming about the eastern region of those days. According to him, when the war was fought, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was not around. He was not even born by that time. He said he has never met with Nnamdi Kanu, but he challenged him, and he has challenged him that he was Nnamdi Kanu called him a slave to the north. That he is not okay with that. Meanwhile, he told Nnamdi Kanu that Nnamdi Kanu has a good fight. The people of the east, the fact is that they are being neglected. They have only 5 states, whereas other regions have 6. I said even what a particular region has if Edwin Clarke is being realistic, I don't think Edwin Clarke is realistic. Yes, for even though he pointed out the fact is we are being marginalized. And in almost everything, appointment, and it has been so for a long while. He has stated that, and it's obvious. But for him to also add that part of the southeastern region that was part of Biafra, the older Biafra, the Biafra of 1967, that they cannot be part, I don't think it is him to speak. I think the Niger Deltans can speak for themselves. When the time comes, a referendum will decide. Because the referendum will not be only conducted on the Igbos of Southeast. No. Anywhere there is an interest, anywhere you find a group indicating interest for secession, as in the case of Biafra, there should be a referendum on that place. Nobody is being co-opted. Nobody is being coerced, by force to join. I think it's a matter of, because if you check that Niger Delta, the Southsouth or whatever you call it, this divide and rule maps, you will realize most of these places speak Igbos. And even though there are disagreements among some of them, some actually agree to be part, if in the case of his secession, there are some that disagree, but I think what will settle it is a referendum. Clarke doesn't have the power to speak for the whole of the people, just like the governors do. Clarke will only get a vote. And this is not, I'm not speaking as in support of IPOB or what, but in the case of Biafra, it's a referendum that will decide it. So let's not begin to count our chicks before time. Anyway, on the next story, Jumoke Oyeleke, the sex girl who was allegedly killed by a stray bullet during the Yoruba Nation rally in Lagos on July 3rd, actually died of missile injury. This was revealed by reports of an autopsy conducted on the remains of the 25-year-old mon. That this report came out on Monday. You know, the police earlier reports was saying she didn't die of bullets, according to police public relations officer Muyiwa Adejobi. It says she was stabbed, but an autopsy report, a recent report, this report was conducted by Nation's new lead, and it was signed by one Dr. S.S. Soyomi of Lagos State University Teaching Hospital. He said she was shot. She was shot. There is no contradiction. In their term, they call it her death hemopericardium. Oyibo. He said the disruption of the heart and lungs and missile injury to the chest. So what would have caused that? She was shot. So police claim on that has been dismissed. You know, that day, agitators for Yoruba Nation, they gathered at the Gani Fami Park. That was at Ojota. And there were presence of heavily armed policemen. This happened on the July 3rd, 2023. And this said lady, Jumoke, sells soft drinks at her boss shop there in a compound that is close to the rally ground. So, you know, security operatives were chasing protesters around the premises, and in the process they shot. So, while opening fire on protesters, a stray bullet hit her. But police has since denied the report that she died of a stray bullet, that she was actually stabbed. Could you imagine? So according to the autopsy report, after this autopsy report has been confirmed, a barrister representing the family said the officer who shot her should be identified, and that her family too should be compensated. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? She is the breadwinner of the family. She went out to, you know, work and bring something home. And the careless police officers shot at her. This barrister representing this family wants the policeman who shot her to be punished. Perhaps the family will at least, they want justice. So it's so sad, it's so sad. Police, should I say police high-handedness? It's so sad. Anyway, let's look at our next story. Milonia Heart Foundation is at it again. This time around, they visited widows in Ehime Mbano and supported them with food items. You need to see this video.
Apara is a board, do walk one time. Yes, I very soon. I better take on that. Milonia Foundation. I put up for the widows. So we do rice and bond that with tomato. Can't have buy no one. Omaka go a human bad no. Yeah, so I get rice and do banana. You're gonna know tomato with that one. You will no matter on the map on your time. My little Bobby share, I get that. Amen. We want to say thanks to every hand that has been supporting us to reach out to this less privileged. We are on Widows Outreach. Last week visited which community was that? We visited one community.
Ikeduru. Ata.
In Ata. Today we are Tehim Mbano Omokago, Imo State, Nigeria. God bless you all. This is our WhatsApp number if you want to reach out to us. 081-6755-9974. Our NGO account goes like this: Milonia Heart Foundation 101-589-7827. With us today is 2 bags of rice, tin, tomato, and all these wrappers. Mama! Thank you all. We continue to put everyone in our prayers. God will continue to bless and bless and bless you all in the mighty name of Jesus. Amen. Let's share the rice in that.
In rounding up, a kidnapped child was found in Imo State. Please, you will see the video on the screen. Help circulate this video so the family of this one can locate the missing child.
Omenala Igbo dị nsọ, ụmụnne m nenụnụ obele nwa nke a ka mmadụ atọrọ ya na Anambra steeti n'Owerri ka enwudefa. Asị biko na onye ọbụla nenebe onye ma onye nwe nwa ka ọ gwụ ya. Legodunu ihe alụ na-emekwanụnụ. Biko onye ọbụla na-enwe ọfụma. Onye mara onye nwe ya ka ozisa ozi a ngwa ngwa. Biko.
Good morning, biko. Unu anụghị ife kwu na this video, biko ka anyị aka mee this video ka ọ gaa viral. Ọkịta aka afọ ọdụ mesị ka anyị aka share kwa the video ta na ayọkwa unu ka ama ka parents nwa nwa ga-enwe ike ilocate the child. So group ọbụla ị nọ na ya, WhatsApp group ọbụla, Facebook group ọbụla, ma Instagram, ma YouTube, post this video there ka ama ka ga-elocate the little boy. Biko Chukwu gozie ndị ka unu na-eme nka. Let's share this video please. Akọwa nọ ntọlụ ka atọlụ the little boy from Anambra State. We discover her na Imo State. Biko, let's join hands together and make this video go viral. Thank you very much.
Please, if you have not subscribed to our channel, subscribe, click on the bell icon to get our updates anytime it drops. Bye for now.